What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rear Naked Locks. I'm Chato. That's Henry. We're going to give you guys a quick breakdown of UFC Fight Night, Bonfim versus Brown at the Apex. It's a good main event, man. There's a couple sleeper fights in this card. Like, how do you feel about this fight card overall?
I think it's good. It's unfortunate that fighters are starting to drop out, but we still got 11 fights. It's an earlier card, so worst case if it's bad, you still have time to go out and do some stuff out there. But Bonfim Bros on one card, that's all I need to know.
Love to see it. Yep. All right, man. So, let's jump right into it.
Yeah, in that first fight, we got Mr. Miles Johns, Daniel Marcos. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I mean, Johns has looked really good in his last couple fights, even though he's lost. He was competitive with Matsumoto. Marcos, notorious cheater, kicking the nuts, poking the eye, but he's a good striker. Marcos manages distance really well. I just think his chin is a little weak. I think he's a better striker of the two, but I think Johns, with the explosiveness and the wrestling, I think he can make it competitive. I'm gonna take Johns by decision, but I just want to say I don't trust him. This guy used to train with Onama, he used to train with Krause. We see what happened with Bulgarian. Picking these guys, betting on anybody for night camp and just count me out. So I'll take John's money line, but I'm definitely not betting it.
Yeah, I mean, me and Henry were back and forth on Johns as like official dog, but he's not gonna have his coach as his corner because of the whole betting scandals and stuff like that. But I'm going with Johns. I think he has more paths to victory. He has very explosive on the feet, good takedowns, good scrambling, and maybe it's just me just being a hater, but I'm not a big fan of Marcos. Even though he looks like our boy Rob, but I think Rob's gonna lose this fight by decision or late stoppage by Miles, and I'm going based off just pure damage and more ways to win. So give me Johns inside the distance for more money, or if you want to be safe, he's already at plus odds, but we just didn't trust him as our official dog. But I got Johns on this one.
Yeah, 100%. For the betting scandals, Johns would be the official dog. But with that said, let's get into our official dog. We're taking the tiny tornado, Tisha Torres. She's fighting Denise Gomes. No offense to Gomes, but she's just not. She's not this big knockout artist like we thought she was going to be. She fights competitive. She gets taken down. She fights close. And Tisha's looked really good in all her fights. You can make the argument she should be on a 5-5 win streak. Split decision against Mackenzie Dern. Split decision against Tabitha Ricci. I did have Ricci on one of my parlays, and I was grateful that the judges gave it to her. I did not think she won that fight. So you can make the argument she beat Dern. She beat Ricci. She beat Lana Pereiro. She beat Carlos Barza coming off the title fight. She's good, man. She's just a lot of people sleep on her just because she's older in the division, but she can wrestle, she can strike, she throws heavy volume. She's cleared 70 plus significant strikes in most of her fights. I just think she's gonna outwork Gomes here, so give me Tisha by decision.
Yep, I agree. Me and Henry cooked this one up within the last couple of days just because I think Pennington is gonna outwork Gomes' pressure. And if you guys watch the Gomes fight versus Hill, I feel like it's gonna be the exact same thing. Where the volume is going to get to Gomes, she's going to start throwing haymakers to try to knock Tisha Torres out, but she's going to be in and out, mixing the takedowns. I don't feel like this fight's going to finish inside. I feel like Pennington's going to win 29-28. I think Gomes' best chance to win is in round one by a fluke KO, but I don't think Pennington's stationary enough for her to get hit. So I had Pennington just pinging Gomes for 3 rounds. So give me Pennington 29-28 all day. To me, I feel like the odds got it wrong. Just because Gomes is significantly younger, I think she's 25 years old. But yeah, 5'2", 25. She's just a walking right hand. So give me Pennington due to the pressure and the more path to victory.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I mean, Gomes, every time when she stepped up in competition, she's lost. She is 25. I'm sure she'll get better, but I think it's too much too soon. So Pennington all day.
Yep, yeah, I was gonna do research. I was on the ESPN app. If you click on Josh's profile, it takes you directly to like it was glitched, I guess. Like it took you directly to his football highlights. I was like, oh, this guy used to be like in football. So I was like confused. I was like, this guy has no octagon experience, but nah, like he does. He's 6 wins, 3 by KO, 3 by sub. So he's a little bit more well rounded. I'm gonna go with Hokit on this one just because of his ability to mix it up. Gimenis, he's just like he's a gi guy. Like gi guys, in my opinion, don't like transition as well as they should. Like we seen it with Buchecha and stuff like that, where like there's nothing to hold on to. So like I feel like this is gonna be Hokit's ability to knock this dude out on the feet. I think Gimmons is only gonna win if like he's able to take him down. But I was watching some of Gimmons fights. He has no he has no double legs. He's just a typical BJJ guy where like he's gonna try to trip you and like just get you against the cage and then drag you to the floor. But I'm going with Hokit again because he has more paths to victory. He has knockouts. He has submissions. Two green fighters. Whoever closes their eyes and swings the hardest, I think is gonna win. But like I got Hokit on this one.
I just want to say, I looked at the line and it swayed me nasty. Hokit's minus 400, and I just don't see this guy as a minus 400 fighter. So keep that in mind. My analysis will be super biased. Hokit, he seems like he's a low IQ fighter, both inside and outside of the cage. You know, this guy's a character. But if he engages with the grappling with Gimenis early, and Gimenis gets on top, this fight is over. This guy, he's grappled with Craig Jones. He's gone with Gordon Ryan. You know, he's a high level submission grappler. Like Hokit, I mean, he's 6-0 coming from football. I doubt this guy's a black belt. So there's mistakes to be made, and if you make those mistakes against super high level grappler like Gimenis on the ground, it's a wrap. But if he does keep it on the feet, yeah, he knocks Gimenis out cold. But I think this guy's super low IQ, so I think he's gonna go for the takedown. He's gonna get reversed, and Gimenis is gonna win by submission. So give me Gimenis by sub. But again, I'm biased. Minus 400. This guy he's not that good. He's not that good to be that have a betting favor. But we'll see.
I mean, just look at Gimenis' last fights. He's fighting for Shogun fights 30, 29, 28. He's fighting people that have one win and like 4 or 5 losses each fight. This is one of those sketchy padded. Just one of those sketchy padded records again.
Yeah, the UFC's randomly signed him, but who knows? But yeah, we got Myra Bueno Silva versus Jacqueline Calvalcanti. I was a big Silva fan, but she's fallen off a cliff. I didn't realize she tested positive. It was like for Adderall or something like that. But yeah, ever since she tested positive, she's her fight style, their game plan is all changed. Like she fights dumb, honestly. Like she'll stay on bottom forever with no intention of getting up, and on the feet she looks sloppy. I think Calvalcanti's gonna pick her apart, honestly. I don't think Calvalcanti is his world beater, but I think he's good enough to beat Silva at this point. So Calvalcanti, assuming she could keep it standing for 15 minutes, I think she dominates this fight. So give me Calvalcanti by decision.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the younger fighter here, Calvalcanti. Like Henry hit the nail on the head. Silva, after she tested positive for, we're gonna say, Adderall, I had money on Holmes that fight, and then Silva landed that fluke ninja choke, and then she went down here for that. She got obliterated by Pennington. She got obliterated by her last 2 opponents. She's 0-3, 0-4 if you count that DQ because she popped hot. I'm going Calvalcanti because Silva's her output has been horrendous. She's obviously not on that Adderall because she seems like she's not focused in her fights. So give me Calvalcanti by decision. I think she's gonna ping this girl for 3 rounds. Silva's gonna gas like she always does. Sloppy takedowns, sloppy strikes. Calvalcanti's not gonna be there. Just ping her from a distance. Easy 30-27 in my opinion.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
All right, next up we got our boy Emmers versus Amil. Shout out to Amil because he did my boys parlay dirty. But yeah, like just a quick story. Like me and Henry and Tank, we all had this full card parlay. We had Emmers, and he was the first fight of the card. Yeah, he lost, and then we hit a little perfect card right after Emmers shit the bed. So it's just one of those like he left a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think Amil's gonna knock Emmers out. Like Amil's a prospect. I think he just ran into the wrong guy in Delgado. We know now that Delgado is a monster. Like Amil has a chin. He just ran into just a better striker, and I don't think Emmers is like anywhere near as good as Delgado. So give me Amil by KO in round 2. I think the striking, the power, the pace is all in Amil's side. He's Filipino. He's giving me little hints of prime Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument that Emmers already fought this fight. He fought Nate the Train a couple fights ago. Nate Landwehr fights exactly like Amil. He's just a tornado. He goes in there, he throws bombs, he gets in your face. He's in your face nonstop. You literally gotta put his lights out, or he's gonna be in your face the entire time for 15 minutes. I'm gonna trust that Amil's chin is still there. That was the first time he's lost, first time he got finished. So it looked more like a flash KO than anything. But it was a perfectly timed knee. Whereas Emmers' problem is he slows down. Like he does have good striking. He fights long, but when people are pressuring him, like he just crumbles, man. He has all the talent in the world. I just don't think at this point in his career, I think he's done for. I think Amil's gonna knock him out cold. So give me Amil by knockout, probably by the end of round 1, early round 2. But I think Hyder gets back in the win column and should be easy done for him.
It's a banger fight right here. This is my favorite fight of the card. This matchup is pure violence. Tulio coming off 4 KOs. Duncan, he's kill or be killed. Dude, they both have, I think, 10 plus finishes apiece. Tulio's winning inside the octagon and outside the octagon. He's dating Dumont. Dude is the GOAT. But I think Tulio's gonna knock Duncan out. Like last time Duncan fought was it like Anders? And like I said, Anders was gonna get a CDL. CDL is gonna get a CDL after this fight. Tulio's gonna knock Duncan straight into the truck. He's gonna be going cross country selling fucking Amazon products after Tulio knocks Duncan stiff. Like I think Tulio's just a more aggressive, better striker. Duncan gives me more like Wonderboy fight style. He's in and out, light on the feet. I think Tulio's gonna close the distance, make it dirty. He's gonna knock Duncan out. Give me Tulio by KO round 2. I feel like Duncan's gonna stick and move round 1, and then Tulio's gonna eventually catch up to him. He's gonna cut the distance and light this dude up. I got Tulio by KO round 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree here. I do like CLD. I think he's a good fighter, but he's just one of those strikers who backs up against a fence for no reason. It's so frustrating to watch. He backed up against RoboCop. He backed up against Petrosian. It just seems like when people are pressuring him, people are putting their hands in his face. He just, I don't know. He just freezes. He backs up a lot. If you're hesitant against Marco Tulio, he's knocking you out. And if he doesn't knock you out, he can take you down and submit you. This guy is well-rounded. He's one of the best prospects at 185. I think he clears Duncan here. Unfortunate for Duncan, he got a nasty spinning elbow KO in his last fight, and now he's probably getting knocked down this one. So give us Tulio inside the distance. I think he's one of the better picks here, especially at the line he's at.
I like that.
All right. Then we got Ricky Simon versus Raoni Barcelos. Ricky Simon, man, this guy's been streaking, man. I feel like he's streaking on the low. People are still sleeping on him. He's got good wrestling. I mean, we've always known he's got good wrestling. He'll chain wrestle for 15 minutes, 25 minutes, but he's got big power in his hands. Whereas Barcelos, I mean, he's kind of streaking too. He beat Peyton Talbot. He beat Cody Garbrandt. But he's kind of squeaking by in these fights. Like he's kind of coasting a little bit. He does seem hesitant. If Cody would have kept the foot on the gas, he wins that fight. Talbot, I just think he got surprised by the wrestling. I'm not sure what his camp was thinking. Brazilian national wrestling champ, and you don't prepare to wrestle. It's like, I don't know what happened there, but I think Simone is he's just better at this point. I think he's faster, he's stronger. I think the wrestling is going to negate each other. And I think he's going to beat Barcelos on the feet. So give me Simone via knockout.
I like that. I like that. Look, Ricky Simone, aka Sticky Ricky, is a veteran for us in the around the world and in the Ricky Rose. Like if you guys have been following us, we parlayed Ricky in the around the world, cashed. We parlayed Ricky with Rose, cash. And stay tuned. We're parlaying him again because this is cash money all day. Henry said it best. Wrestling's gonna cancel it out, and then Simone's gonna knock this dude out unconscious. He's 38 years old. He's gonna shoot for the takedowns. Simone's not afraid to grapple. He's fought many grapplers in the past. You know, he beat Marab. You know, he's like faced the Basharat brothers. He's faced like Rafael Sunsal, Jack Shore. So he's fought people that have the ability to grapple, and he's beat every single one of them. Barcelos isn't like this world beater that he's going to be champ. He's 38 years old. Just like Henry said, he's squeaking by. I have Simone by vicious KO in round 3. I think Barcelos is durable enough to squeak by round 1. Barcelos gasses round 2, and it's Simone, aka Sticky Ricky, knocks Barcelos out unconscious in round 3.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go, Simone.
Sheesh. Another banger right here. Every time the Bonfim brothers are in the same card, it's always fireworks. I got it's Bonfim versus Padilla or Taco. But unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the underdog on this one. I'm gonna go with Padilla beating Bonfim. In my opinion, of course, this Bonfim is the weaker version of the brothers. Obviously, they're both pretty decent, but I think this version is just too stagnant for me. I feel like Padilla's a dog. He's kind of streaking right now. I feel like Padilla's he's gonna escape the takedowns. He's not afraid to he's not one of those fighters that like gets taken down and like is afraid to grapple. I feel like Padilla is able to negate that. He's gonna stand on the feet, and like I got Padilla inside the distance against Bonfim. This is gonna be a be killed matchup. And I think Bonfim's gonna slip on a banana peel and get killed on this one. So I got my boy Taco by inside the distance finish. It's gonna have to be by KO because the Bonfim brothers are nasty on the floor. So I got Padilla KO.
Yeah, I mean this fight is super volatile. Both fighters are scrappy. We just seen Bonfim get finished in the first round in 2 of his last 3 though. Like Padilla, this guy, he's a dirty fighter. Like he's when you're in the clinch, he's gonna elbow you. You know, he's gonna dirty box you. He's gonna rip the body. This guy, he's scrappy. You gotta take him down, hold him. You know, we're in the gas tank a little bit. You know, I just don't think Bonfim's gonna be able to withstand that if it gets to that point. You know, like because Bonfim could easily get him down, submit him possibly, but I'm gonna trust Padilla to survive the first 2-3 minutes and just make it a dirty fight. Give me Padilla to be a TKO round 2.
I like it.
All right. Next up, we got Muslim Salhikov versus Earls Medic. Salhikov, he got us last time. He knocked out Carlos Leal. Knocked out Leal in the first round. And then Medic, he knocked out Gilbert Urbina. Medic is coming off a big losing streak, though. So it's like him bouncing back and knocking out Urbina is a big deal. He got dropped in that fight. But Medic, he does have good striking. It's just his chin. It just seems like it's made out of masapan. It's like you tag this dude and he goes down. So it's sketchy to pick him because Salhikov, he throws heavy, he walks forward, but he's 41. You know, it's like I just don't trust him in a 15-minute fight. But with that said, I'm gonna take Medic inside the distance. I think it's like club and sub, so give me Medic via Renegade choke, probably round 2, round 3. Sometime later. I think the first round is competitive, but eventually he finds the button and puts him down.
I don't know if I'm just like a degenerate, but Salhikov round 1, I saw somebody on Twitter talking about it. It's like plus 400, plus 500. All of his knockout wins are in round 1, and Medic's there to get tagged. So I'm gonna go with the value play on this one. I feel like this is gonna be a stand-up fight, and like every time there's a stand-up fight, I mean the Kung Fu Panda or the King of Kung Fu is like somebody that I don't want to be on the other side of. I did have Leal in around the world, and he knocked him out in round 1. And if he can land on Leal and drop him, he could definitely land on Medic. Medic is not like this world beater. he's there to get hit. If Medic does get out of round one, then it could be it should be a good fight. But for some reason, I think Salhikov at the massive age of 41 is still good enough to beat the likes of Medic. But I could look like an idiot on this one, but I got the King of Kung Fu round 1 KO. Medic's not that guy, bro.
I mean, like I say, he's got a Mazapan chin, so it's whoever lands first, honestly.
Sheesh, this right here is not a banger matchup. I'm just excited to see Morales in the cage again. Dude is an Ultimate Fighter veteran. He the Ultimate Fighter champion. He beat our boy, unfortunately. I bet against him. Never gonna bet against him again. This dude, from his time inside the house to his fight for the belt, right? This guy made extreme strides and showed us his true potential. And Matt Schnell, bro, he's on everyone's highlight reel. The UFC made this matchup to boost Morales. Like, I see what they're doing. Everyone sees what they're doing. The odds see what they're doing. The bookies see what they're doing. This says Morales by submission all over it. Morales is going to win by either lazy takedown Gilly by Schnell, or he's going to take this dude's back and finish him. I got Morales inside the distance. Schnell, I mean, dude, he's just been finished so many times that I just can't even trust him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a striker versus a grappler, except the grappler can strike a little bit, you know? It's like, I don't know why Matt Schnell came back for this fight. He won his last fight, which was supposed to be his retirement fight. Should have gone out with the dub. He looked really good in that fight. But he was fighting Jimmy Flick. You know, it's like, this is Joseph Morales, this is Bopo. You know, this guy, he takes everybody down. He took down Alibi, and in the house, he took down Imano Rodriguez. This guy is a monster. He took down Chapolin. It's like, dude, this guy, he went through a killer's row on the Ultimate Fighter, and then winning the championship like he did versus Alibi. Super impressive. This guy, he's paid his dues, man. His first UFC stint, he was getting matched up with Davison Figueiredo. You know, the UFC is doing him a favor. They're giving him a match now who was a extreme weakness in the grappling. I expect Morales to get him down, get him out of there quickly. Give me Morales, rear naked choke, round 1. Should be easy for him.
Like that.
All right, that main event, we got Mr. Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Rude Boy Brown. I love this fight. This fight is super good. Is it main event worthy? No, absolutely not. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. We get UFC every Saturday. Sometimes we're going to get main events like this. I think both fighters have the potential to finish one another. In my opinion, I think Bonfim is just slightly better than Randy Brown. If Randy Brown could keep it standing, he probably pieces Bonfim up. But I was watching all the Brown's fights, and like there's fights where especially the one that stuck out to me the most was the Zaleski dos Santos fight. Even though he did win that fight, like he gets too comfortable with the striking, and he starts like, you know, being nonchalant, and he gets tagged, and then that's when he starts getting taken down. I expect that to happen here. I think Bonfim's gonna hurt him on the feet. He's probably gonna get rocked. He's probably gonna get picked apart like in the Wonderboy fight. But I think eventually he's gonna hurt Randy Brown, and he's gonna secure a takedown. In that Zaleski dos Santos fight, he got Randy's back twice. If that happens at any point in this fight, it's over. So give me Bonfim via sub. I think he loses the first round, but eventually gets the win. So give me Gabriel Bonfim via submission round 2.
Yep. Now I have to go with Henry on this one. The Bonfim, like I said, when the Bonfim brothers on the same card, it's fireworks. And I did say that the other Bonfim wasn't the good one because this one is this guy's a monster. This Bonfim brother is a monster. 13 wins by submission. Brown has been submitted in the past. He showed some good takedown defense in some of his fights, but just like Henry said, like he gets sloppy. This is a 5-round fight. It's not if, it's when Bonfim takes Brown down. I feel like Brown needs to finish Bonfim early, or Bonfim's eventually going to take the Bonfim's eventually going to get the takedown and finish Brown. So I got Bonfim by sub round 3. I feel like Brown's going to stut round 1, 2, starting to get sloppy. 3, Bonfim might get his first takedown or a second takedown. and give me Bonfim by arm triangle finish.
I like that. We're in agreement in the main event. I think it's going to be a banger of a fight, but Bonfim, this is a better Bonfim brother. I think he's going to get another dub here. He shouldn't have got the dub against Wonder Boy, but hey, we'll take it. The UFC's giving him Randy Brown. Tough fight. I think he's going to clear here, though. But we're just going to get into our bets. We're going to have Chato started off with the Around the World. You guys know how it goes. 3 fighters, 3 different parts of the country. I'll let him talk to you about it, though.
All right, boys, we're back. We're streaking. We're officially streaking. I'm officially saying that we're streaking. We hit last week. Bulgarian, as we all know, is cut from the UFC, being investigated by the FBI. So we're calling that a push. The Around the World is officially 1 win in. We're about to make it 2. We picked 3 fighters that have significant paths of victory. We're starting it off with our girl Calvalcanti from Portugal. They call her the Cristiano Ronaldo of MMA, and I expect her to go in there and dominate by decision. I got Calvalcanti, 30-27. She's going to ping the shit out of her opponent. I'm telling you right now, she has the takedown ability to negate it. If this fight goes to the ground, she's able to get up. If the fight stays on her feet, that's exactly what she wants. I have Calvalcanti clearing her opponent 30-27. I'm telling you, she's going to make it look easy. I wouldn't be surprised if Calvalcanti lands over 100 significant strikes on her opponent. Second, we got the absolute veteran of the parlay for the rear naked locks. We got our boy Sticky Ricky going against old man Barcelos. I'm telling you right now, Barcelos is going to grapple. Guess what? Sticky Ricky can grapple. You take away the grappling, 1 - 1 equals you're going to get knocked the fuck out. So I got Sticky Ricky by round 2 KO. Barcelos is 38. As soon as he realizes he can't take Sticky Ricky down, he's going to start to get less and less active on the feet, leaving his chin to be wide open. I expect a nasty finish from my boy Ricky in either round 2 or 3. And our final leg, and our most exciting leg, I got my boy Tulio. Tulio, sorry. See the bet just missed. Marco Tulio. This guy's a monster in the octagon, monster outside the octagon. This guy's going against CLD. I expect Tulio to win by vicious knockout against the cage. I'm telling you, CLD, he's good. He's good until he's not. He makes a lot of beginner mistakes, just like Henry said. Like, he goes against the cage. He's not a dirty fighter. I feel like Tulio's going to cut him off, cut the distance, get nice and close. I expect a nasty finish in round 2 by Tulio. Parlay these 3 fighters, you get plus 243 odds. We're streaking, baby. November's a different month. October's in the past. It's all dubs from here.
All right. Next up, we got the Rhino Rush parlay. I'll be honest, it was a little challenging picking some fighters here because of the cancellations. We were originally going to have Adrian Yanez. We were thinking about Robert Valentin. But unfortunately, those 2 guys, their fights got canceled. So we had to improvise. I'm stealing Chato's pick here. Chato's the Morales guy here. But I'm gonna take Joseph Morales to finish Matt Schnell. I just think he's just better at this point in their careers. I mean, Matt Schnell, he's 1 foot out the door. He's talking about retirement in his last fight. Usually when you talk about retirement, like Dana says, you should probably retire. Your head's on the game 100%. He's probably not training as hard. Morales 100%. He's grinding. He's been fighting for this moment forever, man. He's 31 years old now. He's in his prime. I expect him to finish Matt Schnell in the first round. And then we got Amil. He's got knocked down in his last fight. I get it. We don't know what his chin is going to look like. That was only a few months ago. But he's young in the game. He's 35 years old, but experience-wise, damage-wise, he's young in the game. I expect his chin to be there. I think he survives an early onslaught from Jamal Emmers, puts the pressure on him, and eventually finds a button. Give me Amil via knockout round 1. But we're going to take the money lines for his parlay. Parlay Amil, parlay Morales, get plus 121. Hey, we'll take it. It's cash and easy. All
right, man. Everyone's favorite parlay, the play of the week. plus 105 odds for this one. So my official play is Morales. I've been a fan of this dude ever since his time in the Ultimate Fighter winner. Got rid of all the crop dust in the first fight. Beautiful performance. He's going against Matt Schnell. Dude has been in everyone's highlight. He's about to be in another highlight. The UFC called him up and was like, hey, I need you to boost up Morales before you go. Here's a couple of new shorts. Here's a couple blue check marks. Here's an extra 10 grand on your purse. I need you to take a dive. I got Morales by sub. Schnell's there to get knocked out or to get finished, but we all know Morales' path to victory on every fight is by submission. So give me Morales inside the distance. But for this one, we're going Morales money line. He clears Schnell in every aspect. Schnell's 1 foot out. He's been finished by everybody. He's about to be finished again.
Yeah, and I'm going dangerous here. I'm going with Mr. Bonfim. Randy Brown, super good fighter, super underrated. He's a sniper. But I just think this is Bonfim's moment. He's on the way up. And if he wants to be a top-level fighter, he's got to beat guys like Randy Brown. I expect him to land the takedowns. I expect him to stay competitive on the feet. I think he's going to hurt Randy Brown on the feet, maybe with the check hook or something. Get him down, take his back, and win this fight if you're going to get choked. I expect it to be a dirty dog fight. But on this card, I mean, there's a lot of young up-and-coming fighters. So I'm going to take the best fighter in the card. So give me Gabriel Bonfim, money line, Parlay, Bonfim, and Morales. Get plus 105. This our play of the week. We like to clown it. We like to clown it a little bit. It's because we started off really bad when we first started the channel, but we've hit 3 of the last 5. So we've kind of turned it around. Been doing a lot better. So this parlay, me and Chato make one pick. We combine it together and we hope for the best. But I think these are the 2 best fighters on the card. I think cash is pretty easy.
Cash it. All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Follow us on all social media platforms. Don't forget on actual fight days, I'm live. I'm active on Twitter. So come and socialize with me. Shoot us your picks. Maybe we'll copy it. I'm always cooking up in-game parlays, and like Henry is too. So I'll tweet those out for you guys as well. So go ahead and comment down below. If you like our plays or if you don't like our plays, we appreciate all the new support. We're Naked Locks out.